Well, to own a great home is everyone's dream. And so with that, we move on to our next segment of awards, which is a niche category, the Premium Apartment Project of the Year. And the nominees are here.
Nomination for Premium Apartment Project of the Year, West, Nahar Group for Amrit Shakti, Yvonne Mumbai. Hiranandani Construction for Rodas ENclave, Thane. Garden Enterprise for the Garden City, Rajkot.
And the winner in this category is Rodas ENclave, Thane by Hiranandani Construction. I certainly can't let you go. The next big, engine of growth for the real estate industry, one of them is supposed to be the smart cities and around that. And so this was also in Thane. Where are we going really? Are you hopeful?
My guesstimate is that we will grow at least 5 times the pace that we have done in the last 10 years, except that the rationalization and the innovation that is required will happen in this next few years. The question is very simple. The Prime Minister wants the housing in next 5 years or 6 years to do housing for all, but I don't think we are actually ready for it. So I think the industry really has to do a lot of things. But a lot of awards today we saw in terms of the categories which we talked about, budget homes, in terms of value housing, in terms of what we really need to do in townships. So I think we are getting there, but I think we are still far away from it. So I think after RERA, after all this consolidation taking place, the growth story, as Anuj has correctly put it, is going to be much more beautiful. So I'm actually looking forward to the next 5 years for a growth story which should be at least for us 5 times the pace that we have done in the last 10 to 15 years.
Will that also include the low-income housing for Prime Minister's dream, or a home or a roof for everybody? Do you think that is really doable? Because many have raised questions on that.
We all believe that things cannot be done. My view is that it can be done, it will be done, it has to be done. The only question is, will Hiranandanis do it? Will XYZ companies do it? Or will it be new companies that come in? I always give the example, and in fact Manisha always instigates me to speak about it, is really the fact that how will it happen? So the same way that in the case of aviation, Indigo beat the companies which are full fare paying airlines. So the Indigo makes profit and the full fare paying companies don't. So I think in the next 5 years, you're going to see a lot of companies which do low cost housing and will still make money, and there will be a growth story which is going to be far more stronger than what you see about in the luxury segment. So that's here to stay. The only question is, will I be able to do it? Will you be able to do it? Or will somebody else come into the picture to do it? But somebody is going to do it for sure. And if none in the room do it, there'll be somebody outside the room who will do it.
I'm sure you'll do it and probably give an award for that also.
I look forward to that.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. Congratulations. And from the West, let's move in another direction. The next award is Premium Apartment Project of the Year.